Hello, YouTube. Baseball Card Junkies TV here. Titanic Taters.
Oakland A's 915.
And Tops 85401.
And I've got a quick contest announcement. We decided we're going to let the voting go on through May 8th. So it'll end May 8th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. Link to the original video and the Facebook page where you're going to go vote is in the description. And Nate, I'm going to let
Is that my connection, or did we lose Eric?
Nope, I'm here.
Oh.
I'm here.
Okay.
I don't know whose
Nate,
connection that was. I was assuming it was
you're
mine.
You're supposed to be taking it away now.
I was assuming it was mine because it usually is my connection.
It was Eric that time, right? Okay.
I don't know.
All right. So
what are we talking about, Nate?
Well, I was sitting in my man cave the other day, and I was thinking about how all the 90s cards are going bananas. And I was, contemplating whether there was a bubble or not. And then I started thinking about the history of cards that have escalated in value over the course of our hobby. And the first real price escalation that I remember was vintage cards from the 1950s. And I can't speak for tobacco cards and pre-war cards, but I remember as a kid, like vintage cards from the 1950s and 60s started to get really popular around the mid-1980s. Mm-hmm. I remember getting a price guide and going through my dad's collection with him. And my dad being blown away that his Willie Mays was like $30 and his Mickey Mantle was $200, the Bob Gibson. I don't remember what that card was booking for. Maybe $100 or $50 or whatever it was booking for, back in the mid 80s. And my dad just being like completely blown away by it. And me being kind of surprised that cards are worth money. I mean, it never occurred to me that cards could be worth money until I got my first price guide. And since then, since the early to mid 80s, throughout all the economic downturns that we've had, vintage has always gone up in value. It's never really gone down in value. It's always increased in value. It's increased in popularity. The demand for it has increased. Of course, the card market has changed in terms of like condition and graded cards and all that, which brings in a whole new type of collector and investors and things like that. But I guess my point is the golden age of inserts, aka 90s cards through the early to mid 2000s, have really seen an increase in value in the last few years, and throughout this pandemic even more demand for those cards. And so there's a lot of people speculating like, well, is a bubble going to burst? What's going on with these cards? I mean, it can't sustain. And I think it can, and I think it will, and I think the prices aren't going to go down. I think they're only going to, at minimum, maintain and eventually climb. And the reason why is because I'm looking at history. I'm looking back at the history of cards that, had a abrupt escalation in value, and there's been no drawback on the hobby for those cards, and specifically the vintage cards, in the 80s. And now the people that are collecting these 90s cards are about the same age as my parents were in the 80s when those cards were going up in value. We might even be older now. It might be 10 years. I might be 10 years older than my dad was when his cards started seeing an increase in value. So I think it's really interesting, and I thought it would be a fun topic for us to discuss, and hopefully, get other people's thoughts and their opinion on that as well.
History repeating itself, definitely. And what I find that was really funny is that when this whole pandemic started, I honestly thought we were going to see a crash. I thought all these 90 cards were going to be popping up on eBay, and they were going to be going for super cheap because I thought people were going to be kind of desperate for money. And to be honest, at least with McGuire, it really hasn't seemed like it's changed, and I haven't really seen a big cards are not losing value, that's for sure. So that's what I've noticed.
Yeah,
Well, the interesting.
I was gonna say, I remember when I was younger, when I had the Beckett's, I'd be looking through them and seeing like all the values on the vintage cards just like still steadily going up, like the Mickey Mantle rookie and you know, Willie Mays rookie, and then you know, always wondering like, oh, are my cards going to go up? Well, you know, those 80s cards didn't, but you know, when I got out of collecting in like the mid 90s, because you know, girls were more important when I was in high school. All those I missed out on that whole like 90s inserts and parallels, and and then I got back into it in like 1997 or 1998, somewhere in that time frame. And at that point, McGuire was pretty much unaffordable. So
Yeah.
Again, I didn't get into the 90s parallels and inserts at that time either, because A, I didn't know about them, and B, the guy that I collected was so expensive that you know, it really wasn't worth it to go out and buy them at that price. But definitely now, I thought that there would be a little bit of a downturn in values that we'd be seeing on eBay and stuff like that. Because again, people would be trying to get rid of them, trying to make some money while they can. And it's been the exact opposite. The ones that are on there are still going for high prices, crazy prices in some cases.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think people are cashing in on their cards, but they're getting full retail for them. That's what I've seen. At least with Barry Bonds, I've seen a lot of stuff pop up that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Just flat out. Like stuff that I've never seen before is just showing up. And stuff that you rarely see is showing up frequently instead of rare. So a lot more availability on his cards. And even though the market is being flooded with all these tough to find cards, they're still selling at, you know, what they would have been selling prior to the pandemic.
Yeah.
They may even be selling better.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so I just, I mean, I'm just looking, but I'm not basing it off of logic. Like, I'm not basing my prediction of what 90s cards will sell for based on logic. I'm basing it on like history. I'm just looking at the history starting with vintage. Now, of course, the cards from the 80s and maybe mid to late 70s through the 80s, early 90s, the overproduced, you know, quote unquote junk wax or overproduction era, whatever you want to call it. Those cards still, I don't ever see that changing as far as them ever holding value, unless it's like a PSA 10 on a key rookie card. But the rare, I'm talking about the rare inserts from the golden age of inserts. I'm not talking about the, you know, 1 and 2 packs or 1 per pack or 1 and 4 pack or even 1 and 12 pack inserts. I'm talking about the rare stuff. I mean, that stuff is just, there's just going to always be a demand for it. I don't see it ever going away.
But to that though, also, I've noticed a trickle down effect. Like, so you have those out of reach inserts, like your mirror certified golds and your Crusade Reds and your you know, super raves and stuff like that, and then you go down into your next level, which is your raves and that kind of your essential credentials and stuff like that. But then I've seen a trickle down into kind of those mid to low end inserts as well, where those are selling higher than you would think they will be.
Yeah. There's a few examples. There's certain cards that have a higher demand that aren't necessarily super rare. Like one of the sets that I could think of off the top of my head is a 2003 Stadium Club Beam Team. For whatever reason, that set has a print run of 500 cards, and those cards are selling pretty well right now. That's just like an example, right, of like one numbered to 500, but typically it's stuff numbered to 100 or less that is but certain sets, you know.
You mentioned the Beam Team. What's funny about those is that they're numbered to 500. However, they don't show up like a card numbered to 500. They're not all over the place. They actually rarely show up.
Yeah, I think that's one of those sets that has a lot of set collectors.
It's
A lot
got
of
to.
set collectors. Eric's probably looking for a Beam Team so he can show it off.
I don't have one.
Yeah, I finally got mine, I don't know, a few months ago, and I'm glad to have it. But
Yeah,
I just happen to have a box with me right here, but I don't have any of my top inserts. I got like some upper deck and stuff like that. So if we decide to show some cards off, I'll show off my upper deck inserts.
Do you think
I just happen to have a box with me too.
Nice.
Oh,
Is it possible that people are starting to realize that just because a card's numbered to 500 or 1,000 or whatever the card's numbered to, that doesn't necessarily mean that there's that many in circulation?
Well, I think on the earlier stuff in the early 90s, that's the case. But something from 2003, I mean, if it has a print run of 500, there's going to be a much higher percentage in circulation than a card printed in 93 with a print run of 10,000. You know,
Well,
because
so many
people were looking for those cards,
like the 1991 Donruss Elite, right?
Yeah. I think
Like
somebody on one of the groups pulled a McGuire from 92 Elite out of like a single pack of Donruss, which blew my mind. I was like, what are the odds of that, man?
Yeah.
That
just goes to show like how many are still in packs.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah.
Well, that card's numbered to 10,000, but they, it was long time before I finally saw one. And yeah, because I remember I knew what it looked like because it used to be the example was in Beckett, the little black and white. So I knew what the card looked like, but I had actually never seen one for many years.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Number to 10. Those. Yeah.
I wonder if I don't have one that I grabbed. Oh wait, I might have a Seiko.
Oh, I have my. If you want to see the Elite, I should have. Here we go.
Oh no.
That was the first card I bought on COMC actually, or it was in the first order.
That card is so beautiful.
Dude,
yeah, definitely. There's. I wonder how many cards like that are actually in circulation. It would be interesting to find out, because there's got to be pallets and pallets of sealed wax of that stuff, and who knows how much of that stuff got thrown away because there's just so much of it.
I know I pulled a Ricky Henderson in 1991.
I remember you told me that.
And
yeah, I've heard that story.
I ended up trading it, and the guy that I traded to, I know it either got sold or his parents threw it away at some point.
So here's one of those second tier inserts that Eric was talking about. It's not the 24 karat gold, but it is the Fleer Brilliance gold parallel.
Oh, yeah.
And these things, like a card like this, is probably doubled or tripled in value in the last 2 or 3 years. So I just don't see it. I mean, I bought this card several years ago. Probably I paid like 40 or 50 bucks. Now you probably couldn't touch it for 200. There you go.
That's what the Giambis are going for now, like 30, 40 bucks.
Are you serious?
For the regular gold?
Yeah.
That's what I paid for this bond several years ago.
That's actually
I don't remember exactly what I paid, but somewhere in that range. Yeah, that's funny, man.
Nate, I know I've told you a story about this card.
Oh, yeah, what's the story? I don't remember.
The story about this one is when I was in high school, like none of the guys that I played baseball with really collected cards, but everybody knew that I did. And I was at this guy's house one time, and he told me to look through his stack of cards and see if he had anything that was worth anything. And I remember coming across this, and it was, I don't know, I remember it, for some reason it seemed like it was, oh yeah, the corners are all round, the edges are bad. It looked like it's probably going to be hard to see, but it's not in that great of condition. I ended up buying it off of him for not very much because it was beat up, but
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
so I actually did
That's
know
cool
this
that
was
you
the
got
only
that when
elite
you were in
I'd
high
seen.
school.
This was the only elite that I had seen in many, many, many. Like the only person I knew that pulled one. You know, me and my brother bought a
And
ton
you
of
happen
that.
to pull it.
We never got
Now,
one.
Eric, you're gonna laugh when
Oh,
you
yeah.
see this one after that listing on the McGuire that you showed.
Gee, told you that was ridiculous.
Yeah, I think I remember getting this card for like maybe 15, 20 bucks though. Here's another example. And I got it probably 4 or 5 years ago. And now something like this probably would be 4 to 5 times what I paid for it. So
Yeah.
the 90s stuff, it has been steadily going up in value. Just like the vintage, like back in the 80s when we were a kid. So
Yeah, unfortunately, I got back into getting heavy into my wire collection at the wrong time, I guess.
well, let me just put it to I was talking about this with somebody the other day. I can't remember who, but I literally couldn't afford my collection now that I have. I couldn't
I've heard
afford
a few people say
to
that.
buy
Yeah,
the
you were
cards.
talking to me about
Yeah. Okay.
I've heard
So yeah, I just couldn't
me.
afford my collection now.
No, you're not the
Yeah,
only
I
one
couldn't
I've
do it.
actually heard. You're not the only one I've heard say that, Nate. So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. But it's because for some reason, baseball cards seem to be getting really popular again. It seems like more and more people are getting back into the hobby, and I'm not sure what it is, but we're constantly meeting new people that say, "Oh yeah, I just started collecting again about a year ago." I
Yeah.
wonder.
Well, maybe it's
What?
I think it's people our age, are able to afford cards that we couldn't afford when we were kids. Like the 90s
We're
inserts were
getting
out
to the
there.
point where
Well,
we can't afford them again.
I
Yeah.
know, huh? We're pricing ourselves out of the market in many respects, yeah. But I don't know. I'm glad I got I purchased what I have so that I don't have to worry about picking them up now because, man.
Now, I didn't know about this set because this set came out in I think it was '02, and this was probably around the time I was collecting the least. And McGuire wasn't in this set, so I just barely saw this for the first time. I think I got it a day or two ago, and I just think it's super cool looking. It's a base card, a base EX, but man, it's just that's an awesome looking card, and it's not even the essential credentials.
Yeah, that's a base card, huh? Yeah,
Yeah.
I wonder what some of the lesser produced product from the golden age of inserts, like some of those base cards, I wonder what those will look like 20, 30 years down the road because the inserts are going to be kind of held up in people's collections and you won't see them. And the base cards, they might have made whatever, 10,000 copies or whatever of each one. And let's say 5,000 survive. So like those EX cards, I wonder what those, if those will ever have any value, the base cards. I'm not talking about like hundreds of dollars, but significant value.
Mm-hmm.
It would be interesting to see what happens with those in the next 20 or 30 years as the inserts escalate in price or escalate in selling price.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Most definitely.
This one. Like this one.
Yeah, those aren't that rare.
Yeah, but yet they're going up.
They are?
Yeah, I think this was a $20 card for Jason Giambi.
Really?
What you didn't pay $20
Well,
for
maybe
it,
it wasn't
did you?
20. It was like 10. Maybe it was like 10 or something like that. But it's like the golden age of game used.
Something I think you got to point out though, Nate. I think a lot of people, I know a lot of people confuse what we collect when we say 90s cards. Some people think of it as junk wax, because they're not informed. They don't know what's going on with the rest of the cards. I know that's been a big issue. And
yeah, I hear a lot of people refer to 90s as junk wax, and I'm just like,
well,
I got to pull my hair out.
Well, because let's just be honest, some of it is, and I mean, there's a lot of cards.
But you could pull this stuff out of those products, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. I like those cards. Those are awesome. Yeah, but it's because I think they're misinformed and they don't realize, some of the rare inserts or the parallels. So that's why they assume that it's all junk wax. I should have grabbed my upper deck, but actually I showed my upper deck box the last 2 episodes ago. So.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'm pretty weak on upper deck.
Look, I know Nate likes these. I know Nate. This is one of your favorite sets.
Yep, those are so cool, man.
So yeah, there was these are high serial numbered. I guess let's see, 1,039. This one is 646, and this one's 393. But man, dude, this took me quite a few years to find this one. It's 393. It's pretty tough for a card numbered that high.
Yeah, I think those came out of regular Donruss, like flagship Donruss, and they printed a lot of that, so they're hard to find.
I wonder if that goes back. I wonder if there's
probably like well. Yeah, I bet you a third of them are still sitting in sealed wax.
True.
Another third of them are in collections forever, and the other third of them are sitting in boxes and people don't know what they have.
Yeah.
And then there might be 1 or 2 on COMC. No. Actually, it took me, the rare one for bonds, it took me, I started looking for it. It took me a couple of years to track one down once I started looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how available it was before I started looking for it, but once I started looking for it, it didn't happen overnight. I had to look for it for a while.
Yeah.
It's hard
Here's an underrated classic.
Yep, that's
the platinum press proof from
yeah, I think what are those have a print run of 150 or something?
Yep. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, they're it's not exactly a serial number, but it says 1 of 150.
Yeah, that's a Donruss used to do with a lot of their. Yeah, they did that a lot in like 97 and 98. They wouldn't serial number them. They just tell you what the print run was on the back.
What was it?
That.
Oh, I love those. That's a great set.
Yeah. My buddy Ben found this in a dollar box.
Oh, that's the one?
Yeah, the reciprocal techno.
Is that the one that was involved in a trade?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I love the story though. I love the fact that he found it in a dollar box. Man, that's just so cool. And it's cool too. It's numbered 7 of 100. I think that's cool. Because you know what number 7 is, right?
That was his first number.
Oh, very good. Good knowledge.
Show some PMGs. Let's do that. Okay, we can do. I just happen to have that.
I don't have any. I literally don't have any PMGs in my collection. So
here's one of them, and the lighting's not great. So, and when I do this setup, but yeah, this card is killer. I love this thing. I kind of at the time.
That's from what 2000 Metal Universe.
No, this is from. No, this is 99. It's this is the subset, and when I got it,
I know.
I almost felt like I was overpaying for it, but then when I got it in hand, I was very happy that I did, because that card is sick. I love it.
This is the closest I have to a PMG design.
Right? That's because it's the exact same back.
Yeah, I got the bonds of that. I don't know. I want to get the 1998 bonds Metal Universe Precious Metal Gem, but I've never seen one for sale. And that's the one with the Golden Gate in the background. But yeah, the upper deck and they use the same foil on this as the PMG.
Someone just asked to show some Conseco's.
That's going to be you, Eric. I don't have any good Conseco's.
I got a few good ones.
Do you really?
They're in a different box. Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh man, the card is beautiful.
Yeah, that's
a bond's one of
like
those. Some seller, like that's the thing about collecting 90s is every once in a while you can find a seller that has absolutely no idea what they have, and somebody listed the bonds of that card about a year or a year and a half ago for $50, and by the time I sold it, it was already gone.
One of your buddies get that?
No.
No?
I don't know who got it. Somebody,
Wow.
I don't know who got it. It's nobody in any of the groups that I know of. No one showed that card, so. But that made me want to pull my hair out when I saw that one.
Oh, I love those. That's one of my favorite designs, actually. I think those cards look really good. Especially because, like in the McGuire, because it matches.
Uh-oh, look at that.
Look at those.
Yeah, I don't have that card.
But see, I love it because, he's got the green on and then it's the gold. So it makes it a good looking card. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I need to get that one.
Ooh. Yeah, see, I knew when he asked to see some Conseco's, I knew it was going to have to be Eric because mine aren't very good.
Yeah, I have that one.
I'm just trying to show off my favorites.
Actually, this might be my best Conseco right there.
I tried to look for the McGuire on this the other day, but it's more than I want to pay.
Oh yeah,
edition.
Yeah, those are really cool.
What is that card? You guys gotta inform me. Eric, you gotta blow yourself up.
It's a 99 Pacific Timelines. It's numbered out of 199.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that card.
I just showed this on my channel the other day here, but I'll go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, that one's nice.
Cool card. I like that. But here is my. I love those. I didn't realize those cards had that much shine, dude. I guess.
Yeah, these got some shine.
Yeah, usually people
shine, baby.
Check it out. Here is my Pinnacle bankruptcy card.
Oh yeah.
So that's one of two. Love that card.
Made great inserts there.
There we go. So that's the.
Hey, I just got one of those. Yeah, not that one though.
This is the 96.
Yeah, I got the 97.
Dude, I remember when I bid on this, it was I was really surprised at how much it went for. I was kind of not gonna say bum, but I paid a little more for it than I wanted to.
What card is that? I can't see
Love the Timelines Blue Jay Conseco card. Oh, you just had to show that comment, right?
Yeah.
It's the 96 Circa Rave.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those sell for a lot more than like a card numbered to 150.
Yeah.
Typically sell for.
I mean, I got it. I was willing to pay for it. I just thought I was going to get it for less.
What do you pay for it? Like probably closer to 50 or 60?
I wish I got it for that. No, it was more than that. And it was an auction too.
I see
paid 100.
That's what I'm saying. Those things keep going up. I think I got my bonds for about 50 or 60. I got a couple of them. But that was like 5 or 6 years ago. I
Yeah.
got this. What year is this one? 97.
Oh yeah, that's like the one that Eric just got. That one's killer.
And then
I
the
like
98. This is my favorite year, is a 98. I can't remember what I got these for, but they were between like 40 and 60 bucks. But that was
I don't know,
5
show
years
that.
ago. So they probably would sell for a lot more now than they did 5 years ago.
There you go.
Yeah, I need to get the 96. I don't have the 96.
I have all the Giambis.
Really?
I believe so.
This card I got recently. This one is, man, the technology on this card is freaking sick. And I'm sure glad McGuire got the cool side, because you're never going to believe this. They got Ken Griffey Jr. on the, it's just the dull, boring side.
So what's on the McGuire side?
Well, it's kind of, man, it's a warp tech. So I know it's not showing up real good, but you know, it's got some cool technology in there.
Here, have Eric Taters blow his screen up so I can get a better look at that card.
So,
dude, yeah, that is cool.
yeah, I mean, it is.
It looks like the orbit shine or something, like little.
Yeah, it's kind of. I don't know. It's unique. Yeah, I haven't seen this one like on any other kind of cards. And
you said that's a 98, right?
This is it's 2000.
Okay, that's why Griffey's on the back and McGuire's on the front.
So yeah,
because McGuire is a bigger star in 2000 than Griffey, I think.
So
you got to remember that's after his 3 years where he was hitting 50. You know, between 58 and 70 homers.
He hit 70, and then 99 he hit 65. So when they printed this card up, it was right after those 2 seasons. So
yeah, that's why he's on the front. Yeah.
But yeah, Griffey's got the plain side.
Yeah, it's funny when you look at the era, right? You're like, well, what's McGuire doing on the front? And you got, oh yeah, that was 2000. That's why.
But
here's a card here. I am so lucky when I got this card that it wasn't for auction. Some idiot buy it now for like 40 bucks. But like I could never replace this card for $40 now. It's the inside the numbers playoff prestige. And so of course Bonds is number 25, so it's numbered
oh man
to 25. This is the parallel version of this card. But
yeah,
man, yeah, that
25 is tough.
Now, how hard would it be to collect those cards now that we picked up 5-10 years ago?
I'm just glad I'm not just starting.
Yeah.
Well, I've only been buying the more expensive parallels for a few years now, and so in about 17 is when I started getting the more higher end stuff, and in those few years I've definitely seen a big price increase. You got this one right,
like
Eric?
if you're a newer collector, this set is awesome if your player's in it. The playoff Spectrum. These cards are beautiful.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh man, dude, I think I saw a Griffey of that card. Oh my, you don't even want to know what those cards are selling for Griffey.
No, I don't. This is one of my favorites. This is. Here we go, Nate.
Oh yeah.
I love this card.
That one.
This card is so sick. This one, I don't know if everybody knows this, but this actually has the same technology as the Crusades. So it is.
Yes.
It is super sick. And then both sides, you get the refractive technology on both sides.
Yeah, like the Donruss
really
collections, the Crusades, and I forget what those things are called. I should know.
Now, here's something that I found interesting, is that this technology is really popular, However, did you notice that they didn't bring it back after 98?
Yeah, when Donruss, they came back in business in 2001 through 2005, I think. And you're right, they never used that technology when they came back. Maybe because they probably didn't develop that technology. They probably bought the rights to it for, through a contract for a certain amount of years.
Ah,
I'm guessing that's. I mean, I don't work for the card companies. Obviously, that would just be my guess on why you won't see it anymore.
Yeah, that's
or
a
you
good
didn't see it after 98.
Yeah, because I always thought that was really weird that those are so popular. But those,
Yeah, and you know what's funny is those cards are in like real thin card stock too. The cards that use that technology use a very thin card stock. I'm gonna bust out some of my Donruss because I think Donruss and Topps are like my favorite cards from the 90s.
I'm gonna go with Donruss.
I know a lot of people like Upper Deck and Fleer, but
no, I'm gonna say Donruss and Pinnacle.
Okay.
Oh, I know what
Guys,
Donruss.
I'll be right back while you guys are doing.
Ooh, yeah, nice one, Eric.
Okay.
I love that card.
You have the exact same, almost the exact same one, just different serial number.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Eric, did you pick this one up?
I did. It's in the mail.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Right on. Right on. Was that the one we were watching the auction on the other night?
Yeah.
You won it while we were on the phone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Classic card right there. Oh, is that a magnetic or is it screw down? I can't tell.
Screw down.
Yeah, but I'm glad you got a copy you're happy with.
Yeah, it works.
Nate has the other one.
The only one it didn't fit in is this screw down.
Let's see. I don't think this one's
all
real
right. I
popular.
got some more here.
Oh, yeah, that's sick. I remember when you got that.
Oh yeah, but man, yeah. But Fleer made some good stuff. I was saying Topps and Donruss are my favorite, but Fleer and Pacific made some good ones too. I could go back and forth a million times.
I got to go with Pinnacle.
Yeah, the Crusades, man.
We're gonna bust out some Crusades.
What did they do with these cards? Because no other company even uses. I think actually Panini might have bought this technology.
They got all of the rights to. Yeah.
Crusades.
Oh yeah. Love all of them.
Man, look at that beautiful shine. Yeah. I remember when I discovered these cards, I was blown away by what the greens were selling for. I'm like, why do those cards sell for so much? And then when I got a copy of one, I'm like, oh.
Oh, that's why.
So I got 2/3 of the rainbow.
Still the one we want to see.
So there's the green. There's the purple. And then, give me a second.
The red. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong red.
And then there we go. There it is.
Yeah, look. Yeah. They took that technology away. And what this card is 2003.
Okay.
No shine.
You know what's kind of cool? If you look at check out my serial numbers on my green and red. They're both number 22.
I can't see.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
they're both number 22. So I need to find.
All right, now you got to get the
purple 22. Actually, it was actually up on eBay for a while, but it was way
Good luck
over.
on that.
I just had to check mine. I have mine is 17.
I would if you had it, I would
okay, so
totally
you guys
trade you.
can't
Even though
trade
mine's number 100 of 100.
I don't know. I'd rather have number 100 of 100 maybe. Well, yours is numbered 100. I wonder if mine. No, mine can't be that. I know the Bond's 100 of 100. Oh no, mine's 49.
That would be good if it was McGuire.
Man, that card. I know, huh? Bonds actually, the year before he hit 70 home runs, he hit 49. So
Really?
he had a 49 home run season. Yeah.
Hey, put it back up.
Very nice, Eric. Here, I'll put another one up. Damn, look at that.
I love those.
You know what's great about 90s cards is when you like lay them all out on the table and you got them all next to each other, they just look beautiful. One of my favorite sets of all time. Master Craftsman.
Yeah, I don't have the McGuire like that. I've never seen it. I remember when you got that card.
Does McGuire have one?
Yeah, he does.
Okay. Yeah, I don't ever remember seeing a McGuire either. I got a couple of players from that set.
Here we go. 1990 Dunruss.
See, this is what I don't like about graded cards.
Test.
My version of that is in the other room, sitting in a.
I know. You guys did that to me earlier. Are we staying on Dunruss?
That one you were showing off.
Yeah, I've never seen your bonds, to be honest. Love it.
Oh yeah.
Here's the. Yeah, that's sick. Here's the one that, and I always forget x-axis, z-axis, material, whatever. This is, I think, the matrix. This is the one that was had a stated print run of 100. A lot of people don't know that, so sometimes I pick this up really cheap because. Like real cheap.
What do you get it for?
I can't remember exactly. I just remember thinking it was a really good.
Really cheap, Nate. I'm not going to tell you. Oh, I got this one here.
There's a card I got cheap because they.
You want to hear a funny story on this one?
Oh yes.
I could never get this card for the.
Yeah, I remember you telling the story you got about that one. Yeah.
So the funny story on this card was this card popped up. Okay, yeah. This one popped up on eBay, and I think it was like $200 or something like that, you know, or best offer, right? And this is a couple of years ago, and this card got more auction, and so my buddy Ben. He sends me a message.
Did Nate freeze?
Yeah,
because it's overpriced. But man, I've been looking for that one for a while, and I'm like, well.
Oh, he left. So I gotta show him this one when he gets back.
Oh, hey, these guys came in.
Who's that? Oh, right on. Which one is that? Did you get the whole set?
Yeah, so this is the 7-Eleven.
Oh, man. All right.
And then this is the Burger King.
I got that one.
This is just the Coca-Cola.
That's one of the ones.
All right, am I still frozen?
No, you're good now.
Then
actually, you might be frozen, but I could hear you.
Am I still frozen?
No, you moved.
Domino's Pizza, Mickey D's, which is probably what I'm going to have for dinner tonight.
I'm just like sitting here looking at food issue McGuire's.
Yeah. And then the regular,
Yeah.
which is actually
Those are kind
super
of tough
common.
promos to find, Nate. There you go. I was trying to show this to you when you left. Nate.
Oh, okay. You got the McGuire.
Yeah.
What texture is yours?
I don't remember, to be honest. It's kind of
This one feels like leather.
Yeah, this what
'Cause I heard different ones.
You know, I've noticed in the '90s group. Oh, nice card, Eric. I've noticed in the '90s
that's the
group,
one with the guy in the shorts in the background. Hey, Eric, do a close up of that card.
That's the guy that's going to be doing sliding
those
practice
legs.
later.
In the '90s group, I noticed that there's some players that have like blue cards, and I don't know what those are all about. And I've noticed that there's a lot of different print runs on different players.
Yeah, and some are made out of wood.
So you think that's the
401 Tiffany here.
Top one Tiffany here.
Tiffany.
I remember when I had 4 copies of this.
Now, how many you have?
2.
Did you sell them at the right time?
I don't know. Probably not. I never sell stuff at the right time, dude. I'm a collector. So, like rarely do I ever sell at the right time.
Like when Eric talks about how he's going to start selling some of his stuff.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, hey, look what just came in the mail for me.
Oh.
Oh man, I need to get the Bonds one of those, man.
You have this one, Eric?
Yeah, I have the 89.
You got the 89? Cool.
Yeah, it's in my binder.
Oh, you took out the plastic thing?
Yeah.
The little stand.
Yeah.
So
let's see. Okay, so this one I got really cheap because it was listed as a card numbered 2500. However, it's one of those Donruss cards. You know, it's the die cut. It's number 180. So the first 250 of these are actually die cut. And I'm sorry about that glare. There we go.
Yep, love those Donruss Easter eggs, man. That's a great thing about being a knowledgeable collector. Is sometimes you can pick those Donruss die cut cards up for nothing.
Yeah, I think I got this for like $10.
Wow.
So yeah, I was pretty happy about that.
Is that like a 97 or something?
It's you know what? I think it's 98.
So this next one is not rare at all, but it's probably one of the coolest die cuts ever.
Oh yeah, that one is cool.
I agree. That is a cool looking die cut.
You know what? Here's a favorite.
Oh, this card's cool. I didn't even know I owned this card.
There you go, Nate.
Collection, baby. Those cards are just ridiculous. They got that same shine as the Crusades.
Yeah, they're really, really good looking. Oh yeah, I love that card, Eric. I like
overpaid for my Bonds version of that card.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. I don't know if I've shown this recently. Essential Credentials. That's from '99. About early Topps Chrome fading or turn. Oh, okay. He is. Nate,
yeah, we could talk about that.
Go ahead and
so
and I'll show him what he's talking about.
Yeah, get an example. So basically, the Chrome technology for baseball cards from 93 through 1998, you'll get greening on the cards. It's not really fading. What is happening is they use copper in the printing process, and when copper oxidizes, it turns green. So you see a lot of the refractors and base cards turn green. And what I've noticed, it's not light, it's not moisture. I've seen people break wax and the cards come out of the pack fresh with the greening. Yeah, like that one, I call it the boomerang butt card, because it looks like his ass looks like a boomerang, and that's the
all up his back.
Yeah,
it's supposed to look like his legs and his upper back, but that greening, that's what they're talking about, the hulking.
Yeah, a lot of people call it hulking because of the Incredible Hulk. You know, the player's skin looks green, or the white part of the uniform looks green. But that's unavoidable. It doesn't matter how you store your cards, it's going to happen. And it's funny because certain cards, the greening is identical on every copy of the cards. So it doesn't matter if one's in New York and one's in California, one was in the heat, one was in the cold, one had moisture exposure, one was like in Arizona. They're gonna hulk the same. So the only explanation that I've heard that makes sense to me, and this is a scientific explanation that makes perfect sense, is that because it's a chrome technology, it's the oxidizing in the copper and the ink.
And we have a YouTube legend in here with us right now.
Oh, hey, what's up, Mike-O? Mike-O in the house. Damn, good to see your face, Mike-O. Even though it's just a little corner on your comment, man. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, that's what happens to those cards. So Topps fixed that issue in 1999. Oh, so you'll never see it in 1999 or after. It's not an issue. I think they must have taken the copper out of the ink or whatever they were doing. So, but I guess in 99, 98 they discovered the issue. But there are certain issues that are a lot worse than others, and it's kind of funny. There are certain cards from a set where certain players will have no hulking, and other players will have horrible hulking. And
so I was trying to organize like my doubles the other day, like to put them all together. I was like, where the heck are all my, because I bought that huge Jason Giambi lot, right? So I was like, where the heck are all my Giambi doubles? I was looking at all my boxes, couldn't find them, whatever. They'll turn up eventually. They're sitting next to my Jason Giambis in their box. And that's the only box I didn't look in.
Did you just discover it?
Well, no, I had because I already went through all these. These are just the doubles from whatever. And it was sitting in the box with Jason Giambi, like all my 90s Jason Giambis and stuff.
You got way too many Giambi doubles there.
Do not have too many Giambis.
Here, you know how you were talking about some are worse than others, and my 93s, well, I mean, I guess it's just because of his pants, but you can see it right here.
Yeah, a little bit of greening.
Yeah, it's just.
And it's only going to get worse as the years go on. Like 20 years from now, the hulking is going to be worse because it's just going to continue to get worse and worse.
Yeah,
it's in the exact same spot.
Because I've seen some cards that are really bad, where I mean the whole cover, the whole card is, you know.
Now there's a guy that grades a lot of 90s inserts, and I had seen a submission where he had gotten a bunch of cards back from PSA, and he had a bunch of cards that had the greening that graded out of 10. And then I asked him, and evidently PSA doesn't knock the grade for that. And I think I know why, is because if you look at the older PSA slabs, like let's say a card was slabbed in 2004, but the greening didn't start happening on that particular issue till 2008. So you can't retroactively say, well, this card is a 10 in 2004. It's been in the slab. it's there's no ding corners, no surface damage. It's just that the ink is starting to oxidize with the copper in it. Now, okay, well, we're gonna have to reslab it to an 8, right? So I think that's why they don't knock those cards for the greening.
Well, I imagine
anyways,
that if it had been in the slab since the beginning, it never would have happened, though, too, right?
No, they'll get slabbed, and the color will be perfect in 2004, but they'll start to hulk. They can hulk in the slab. I've seen cards come right out of a pack.
The process
fresh.
still happens.
Like
the process still happens, Eric.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, people opening packs from like 1996 and 2018, and the cards come right out of the pack with that greening. And so no light exposure, no moisture exposure, fresh out of the pack. They come out that way. So there's not like a card that's always has hulking, and I freaked out when I noticed it the first time, is a 98 Topps Chrome Refractor Ken Griffey Jr. All of them look the same. Oh. They all look like mine. So now I feel better about mine. so that's
I traded you a Barry Bonds because yours had the green on it. I swapped a Barry Bonds with you at one point.
Oh yeah, that's before. You know what that was? That was a Stadium Club Finest from like 1995.
Yeah.
It wasn't a refractor. It was just like a dollar card or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, mine was like turning green. I'm like, what the hell is? And now they're all like that. They all have the same greening. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's nothing you can do about it. They're all gonna do that. So that's just, it's kind of too bad, but
yeah,
Topps, they didn't know that was going to happen when they first started printing the cards. Any other questions?
I don't know. I think
that was a good question.
Let's open the Q&A portion.
Sure.
Yeah.
Questions about. Ooh.
Oh man,
Eric, you got all the Rushmore cards, man.
Yeah. This man, it looks awful right now. I apologize, guys, but these suckers are hard to photograph too, man. This one was real hard, and then when I put a picture of it in the 90s group, a lot of people commented that it's one of the harder cards to photograph. So in person, this sucker is really, really beautiful. All these stars are.
Yeah, they're probably like multi-dimensional. Almost looks like 3D, but you can't pick that up with a camera unless you get lucky.
This is a bad time of the day for me to do this. Got any questions, Eric?
No, nothing yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just keep showing cards. So this is the row 0. And here we go, Nate. We were just talking about this morning.
Yeah.
Now this is a 97. This is a 97. However, the same, it can apply to the 98. You see how the O and of, and then the 100s, how they look, how it's a different font.
I can't.
You can't. Well, zoom in on me, Eric.
I can't see. Yeah, Eric has.
Okay, can you tell how they're a little bit different? The O's fatter.
Yeah.
And then, so there's one, that's how you can tell in the 98s. This, the 0 will be the same font in the of. So.
Yeah, well, also it was missing the name above the player profile.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a big.
I think that was the big giveaway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the row 2, which this one isn't glittery, but it's still really cool looking card. Love these. Missing row 1.
My favorites are the 97 or 98 row 0s.
Yeah. Oh, okay, the 98 row 0. I don't have any of those yet.
Yeah, that one I like the best.
Yet. And there we go. And I'll just keep doing a rummage until we get a question. Love this card.
We'll answer.
That's a ruby skyline, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Number 50. Love it.
Nice.
I love this card. It photographs really nice too. Pacific stuff.
I love these cards. Somebody listed one of these on eBay. I forget which one. Oh yeah, this one. This is a blue, the platinum blue, for like a couple of $100, maybe like $500 or something, like $5.99. Just like, what's going on here?
Mine's not the platinum blue. It's the opening day.
I wonder if I have that one too.
Probably.
No, I don't have the opening day one.
Oh no, I don't have.
How many is that numbered to?
I think it's 69.
Oh, okay, yeah, I don't have that one.
Yours is.
I figured I would have had it, but I guess I don't. Nope, I don't have that one.
Canvas, Kramer's Choice.
Cool.
This one's cool. I like this one a lot.
Yeah, those are hard to find, man.
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I need the styrene, but I might have missed it already because I don't know what I'm looking at, to be honest. I can't tell the difference between these on this one, the base.
Oh yeah.
Ken's cardboard one. Oh
Styrene,
man,
and
you know what? That's funny. I'll answer that.
And the cloth.
Oh yeah.
And they look the same visually, but when you get the cloth one, it's printed on cloth instead of styrene. Literally, but they look the same to the eye. Well, you could see the cloth one. Like the texture is different. The cloth one's the one on the bottom, and the styrene has more of that plastic texture. But if you're looking at them head on, they look exactly the same.
So Ken was asking why I chose Oakland A's 915, and I'm really not real big, and I don't really like the name, but I was actually originally going to call my channel Big Mac Fanatic, and I let somebody talk me out of it because they said that, oh no, people are going to think your channel is about McDonald's. Yeah. And I was like ready to do a YouTube video like that day or the next day or something, you know what I mean? And Oakland A's, it was just like Oakland A's fan, and then 915 is the area code that I live in El Paso, Texas. So that's what 915 is. So not a whole lot of thought went into that. And I wish I would have. I've actually thought about changing the channel name to Big Mac Fanatic, but I don't know.
Change your name like once a year.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it, but then I'm worried that people won't know who the heck I am. I don't know. I guess it's not that big.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I mean, I used to be, what's up?
Aaron Davis, he's supposed to, hey, wait, I want to show Aaron something.
Aaron's probably wandering around,
you
know.
I'm going to show the golden anniversary for sure. But I thought Aaron was going to be on the show today, so I wanted to show him this card. And this is one of my very small card, non-A's PC cards. But it's Gary Sheffield when he played in El Paso.
That's so sick.
And I got to see him play most of his AA season. He got called up to AAA. I don't know, halfway through the season, and then he was on the Brewers by the end of the year in the September call-up. But I got this at the stadium. I think he had already been called up when the team set came out, so I never got him to sign it. But he was the superstar. He was the man when he was in El Paso. I mean, he was so good. He was already he was already a huge prospect, and Greg Vaughn was the other big name on this team, but Gary just seemed to stand out a little bit more.
So what year is that card?
1988. And so it was funny because like that card was $5. So I was 11 years old when I got it, and that was a few weeks worth of allowance, you know. And the one card was $5, or you could get the whole team set for $6.
Oh, damn. You might as well get
Yeah.
the whole team set, right? That way you could have Mo Vaughn.
Greg,
Hey, what's up,
Greg?
Jeremy? We got base 1986 in the house, and he's got a great question. We actually talked about
Has
this on
Metal
our
Jonathan
last
personally?
live stream.
Coolest.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
some of
we're
the
open.
Metal Universe cards are going bananas, but it's only specific players from specific years. And of course the parallel inserts are really popular. But what cards were we talking about, Taters?
The 1996 Metal Universe Griffey.
Yeah, that one, like the base card is selling for quite a bit, and the Jeter base from '96 selling for. I think I've seen them sell between $40 and $60 for the base card on some of those Metal Universe cards. So I think Metal Universe is going to be an interesting product to see how it performs over the next 20 years.
So this was
that might be one of those products where the base cards do really well.
Special request from Aaron Davis, so I got to show it. But that'd be the 1998 Golden Anniversary Refractor, and I apologize about this glare, but there it is. And then
I have a card from that set, but it's not McGuire.
Yeah, I remember. So there's the 1 of 5. Now the deal with this card is, as I know of 2 of them, BGS has okay. They've graded 2, and PSA has graded 1. However, one of the ones from BGS is not real. It has a fake serial number. It's number 5 of 5, and the serial number has a different font than that. It was a replacement card that got backdoored somehow, and somebody stamped it with their own serial number to try and pass it off as one of these pack issued. But yeah, when you I asked Rodney about this one when I was going to buy it because it wasn't cheap. So there's that one, and then I think you got this one though, Nate, right? You got the 99?
Yeah, I got the 99.
So there's the 99. That one's numbered to 25. So this one's not too shabby either.
Not too shabby.
Since Aaron asked, since he wanted to see it, I had to get it out.
Special request.
Yeah, I don't know if Aaron has a 98 Golden Anniversary. I know he's got the 99, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know about the 98.
I don't remember him having it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did. How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got quite a collection.
Does he have any base cards in his Sheffield PC?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I
don't think he wants any base cards.
I don't think he does. I think he only collects the rare stuff, which I'm sure he'll chime in here in a second and let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
I got a couple of these on hand. The real rare ones are in a different box, but so this is from 98 Kramer's Choice. This is the green one. It's hand numbered to 99.
Those cards are beautiful. I wish Bonds was in all those sets. He was only in the 2001 Kramer's Choice.
Yeah, that's weird. That's the dark blue numbered to 80.
Well, he wasn't Kramer's Choice, evidently.
Yeah, I know, that's weird, right?
Yeah.
The light blue this one's numbered to 50. I guess I can pull them out. I got the there we go. Here's the gold. That one's numbered to 15.
Damn.
Yeah. Red, I went out of order. The red is numbered to 25.
Are they all hand numbered?
They're all hand numbered, yes. And what I noticed before is that they appear to all be the same handwriting. And then, here we go. The one I didn't think I would ever get. The purple one. And I thought I was going to end the rainbow at the gold one, number to 15. I thought I was lucky to get that. But I actually found this one. Couldn't believe it. And it's numbered 10. So.
Man, that's so cool that you were able to complete that rainbow. That's like that rainbow I just completed.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago. Took me 15 years to get that thing done.
How come this? And Greg Jeffries only has a few. Is he trying to say that McGuire and Bonds are the second players? Is that what he's saying, or?
I don't know.
Well, okay, so Henry is asking how come the suckiest players have over 1,000 cards, and Greg Jeffries only has a few.
I mean, to be fair,
I wouldn't even know how many
players, you know.
I wouldn't even know how many cards Greg Jeffrey has on the checklist. But when did he retire? Henry S., if you could comment when he retired, because a lot of the explosion of cards didn't come out till like 97, 98. And I think Jeffries is probably done by, by the late 90s or mid 90s. And even if he was still playing, he wasn't like,
he wasn't a top
desire.
player.
He wasn't collectible by that point. So
the
manufacturers weren't putting it in sets. And he has no post-career cards that I can really think of.
He might have a couple of those top fan favorites autos or something.
Yeah,
possibly. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, not too many post-career cards. I mean, he was like a phenomenon in 88, 89, and then after that, nobody wanted his cards anymore. So
now I will stick up for. He was a good ball player. He was a pretty good major leaguer. He was above average. I think he made the All-Star team a couple times. So, but everybody thought he was going to be the next,
Mickey Mantle.
So when he didn't live up to that, he was basically labeled, that he didn't pan out.
I mean, I wouldn't say he was better than an average major leaguer. I would say that he was a serviceable major leaguer. I mean, I bet you every major leaguer that plays at least 10 seasons at some point will be on the All-Star team. If you play 10 seasons or more and you're a starter, at some point you're going to make the All-Star team.
According to Becky, he has 722 cards.
Wow. Yeah. Well,
see,
if you're a Greg Jeffries super collector, you won't have to.
It's
going to be easy to complete
that would be
checklist.
attainable. That would be very attainable to get all of those.
And how many cards from his playing days? When did he retire? I don't know. Greg, that's kind of a fun question, but
to put in perspective, Phil Nevin has 1,111 cards.
Who's better, Phil Nevin or Greg Jeffries? But see, Phil Nevin came later on. He was 10 years after Greg Jeffries?
No, like 3 or 4 years.
Phil Nevin was the one that was drafted in front of Jeter.
Nevin his rookie card is 1991.
What?
91?
There's no way. There's no way. He was playing.
Topps traded USA rookie.
Phil. Oh, damn. Then I'm thinking of the guy played third base for Cal State Fullerton. Wore the Oakleys. He was a #1 draft pick. Man, I'm gonna.
Phil Hughes, maybe? I don't know.
No, Phil Hughes was.
Well, it's like Giambi, right? His rookie card was 1991, but he didn't play a professional game until 1991.
Oh, okay. Because Phil Nevin would have put that. Yeah, that is the same Phil Nevin. However, that would have been when he was on Team USA. So maybe. Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
that is the same.
I would have put Jeffries.
That's why I got confused.
In the top, I don't even know if I put him in the top 300 players. ever play in the MLB.
Who's that?
Greg Jeffries. Hey,
Well, look at who's hopped on.
What's up, Aaron?
What's
Are
going
you
on,
driving?
guys?
How you doing?
Yeah, no, my wife is driving right now.
Oh, okay.
Tell your wife I said hi.
Everybody says hi. Driving up, man. Going to take a look at this house I may purchase.
Nice.
That's it, man. I figured I'd chime in and say hello to everybody.
Did you see it, Aaron? I had this card ready to show you.
I did, man. That's a fantastic card, man. I love that card.
Yeah. You know, there's another version of this, but I don't know what it is. It has like a gray or a silver border. I don't know what that is. What is that one?
That's a parallel. It's just a parallel to that one. That I think it came out of a particular set. I forget which one it is, but I have it.
Oh wow! Because like I got this at the stadium where Sheffield played. You know, like, and that's crazy. I don't remember ever seeing that card, but I've seen it online.
Sheffield is the man.
Heck yeah. Oh, he was awesome, and that's why I do not own an '89 King Griffey Jr. because of Gary Sheffield. In '89, I pulled a Griffey out of a pack. I pulled a Griffey out of a pack on the way home. Me and my buddy were walking home from the baseball card shop, and Griffey hadn't gotten to Griffey status yet. Sheffield was the guy to chase, plus the fact that he played here where I live.
Yeah.
So I traded my King Griffey Jr. and something else for the Gary Sheffield rookie card.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Sheffield, man, he was back then in the early '80s, man. He was so good at multiple sports. And not too many people know just how great of an athlete he was. I mean, he was a hell of a football player and a great track runner.
I didn't know
he
that.
was amazing. Multi-talented sports star. You know, I just wish that you know, he didn't have such a, well, I mean, I'm not going to say he had a bad attitude, but he just didn't get along with some of the coaches and managers that, you know, he played for, especially down in Milwaukee.
Right. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I remember some of the incidents. But, yeah, it's too bad because in my eyes, total Hall of Famer.
I think.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he wasn't the best defensive player, but there's no doubt, and no one can argue the fact that the guy was an offensive machine. Just a hitting machine. I mean,
he was.
It's crazy, man.
Isn't he one of the first guys to institute the no trade clause as part of his contract?
Right.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. That's a good one, Eric.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know that either.
You know, a lot of people don't know about Chef either. Is that he didn't strike out very much for being the type of power hitter he was, and he'd hit over.
He's a hit machine.
Yeah. You know, I actually saw him play in New York, and one of the funny things was that I remember him swinging, and he swung so hard he literally fell down in the batter. I mean, fell on his. That's how hard he was. That's how hard he was swinging.
Crazy, man. Hey, you guys are showing some awesome cards, man. I wish I was at home, man, where I could, you know, show some cards as well.
Well, we'll definitely get you on, Aaron, for sure.
Yeah,
we love to do these rummages.
Next time we go on, we'll try. We'll make sure that the four of us could all get on where you can show some cards.
Sounds good, guys. I just want to chime in and say hello, man. You guys
Good
be safe, man. And I'll talk to you guys later.
Happy house hunting.
All right.
All right, brother. Talk to you soon.
That was a nice little surprise, Eric.
That was awesome.
Little guest.
So I wanted to show this card off.
Appearance.
Yep. I wanted to show this card off real quick. This is a card from Japan. I don't think McGuire has one of these.
No, he does not.
But these cards, I saw someone showing one of these off the other day, and here's the back
was
of
it the Jeter?
And
I
this
think it
is
was a
the
Jeter,
short
wasn't
print
it?
parallel.
Man,
Something like
that is
yeah, this
sick.
is the short print parallel. Yeah, so there's another version with the regular color border, like from this year's cards. And then the year before, Bonds had one too. And Japan did it for a couple of years. And let me find it here. I got this big old stack of Topps Bonds cards. Oh, here it is, right here. And I haven't seen these pop up in years. They were available in the early 2000s, like maybe 2005. Several of them popped up, and I'm so glad I bought them when I did. That's the brand right there. You can't really see it, but...
Well, it's Topps brand, isn't it?
It's like a 2000... Well, this one has a Topps logo on the bottom, but it's not. It's a Japanese card though. It's XANEBO. Right there.
Okay, is that is it like O-Pee-Chee? Like they were doing something?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like O-Pee-Chee where they use the Topps design. Yeah, it's weird. On this one, they got that logo, Topps logo, but I don't think Topps printed it. And then on this year, they don't have any Topps logo at all on the front of the card.
That's interesting. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, that is super cool.
But I just figured I'd show those. So like, here's what the regular. Well, this is the Topps Gold. You know, they put the logo in the corner right there.
And that's
the gold version.
I wonder if I can find an Eric Topps.
These are 03s. These are 03s.
Eric's got it.
Like there's the 01. Huh. That's weird. I guess the Topps. Oh yeah, you do have the Topps. It's weird on the Topps Gold. You can see the Topps logo right here, but it's hiding because it's gold on gold.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I thought I'd show those off just because it's not something you see every day.
No, they're
really cool cards, man.
Those are real cool.
Yeah, I really dig them.
Hey Nate, you got this one? This is a super tough one. Not like real tough. This is the 99 Paramount silver, hollow silver.
What's that one number to 199?
99, I think.
Yeah, I'd have to check. I'm not sure if I have the ones of that or not. I'm pretty sure I do.
Silver. For some reason,
those
this
ones.
one,
that set.
Super tough.
It's super tough. I don't know what it is about that particular set, but the parallels never pop up.
This one I got very cheap. This is the platinum blue, and a lot of people don't realize how hard these cards are to find because it's not numbered or anything.
Yeah, there's only 67 of them.
Yeah, this sucker is tough. So I got this for like $5.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's sweet, dude. Yeah, because they didn't realize it was a platinum blue.
Yeah, well, they just saw that it wasn't numbered, and so.
Yep. Well, that's why you want to know about the cards, so you know what you're doing. As a collector.
You got this one of Bonds? This would be the.
What do I got? Let me grab a random stack. What?
2001 Triple Crown, and this is the purple one.
Is that numbered to 304?
No, it's not numbered. This is the. This was the retail.
Oh, you know what? Okay, you know what those were? Those were supposed to be one of ones, but then they got a whole bunch of them got released. Yeah, I have that purple retail.
What? No way.
I know which one you're talking. Yeah, because like a lot of people, like if you see them on eBay, they'll say they'll say it's a one of one. Because it was intended to be a one of one, but then they got released in retail or something. I don't know. That's the story I heard. Here's a cool card.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one before. I haven't seen the bonds before.
Man, that glare is brutal. He drops the bat, and I'm sitting here looking at this card while we're talking. Man, that's so cool. This is a cool card. It came in that 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I know which one that is.
I'm going to try to finish my McGuire organization today.
Oh,
How
you're
many
still going
how
through
many
all
are
the
you
stuff,
up
Bucky
to,
Bob?
Mr. Taters?
2,000 on trading card database. But I have
Wow.
like half a dozen or a dozen cards that aren't on there. Like they have like
Yeah.
cards and stuff like that.
That's that beam team we were talking about earlier.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh man, these
Yeah,
cards
those
are
are
so
great
beautiful.
looking cards. Yeah, really cool looking
Stadium
cards.
Club.
Yeah.
Stadium Club had the coolest inserts. You got the beam team. They had.
That's another box.
Oh man, here's one that they never did again. I don't know why they only did this for 1 year. The Matrix.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those are real cool.
God, these cards shine. If this was like numbered to 100, these would be like probably like $500 cards, you know. But
Yeah, they're
because
not
they
that
were, I think they were like
not
1 in
expensive.
12 packs or whatever. A box 1 in 12 packs. They just don't hold that much value. But they're cool looking cards.
Let's see. I had. How about these, Nate?
Oh, don't they have like a single, double, triple, and a home run on those?
I don't know. This is one of the foul poles.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I couldn't see very
So,
well.
There's that one, and then I got this. Oops. And plus it's this time of the day. I got the window shining light in here.
Hey, what was I when I got this card?
What were you? I remember the video from it.
You don't remember? That was my first fired up video.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
I remember when you got it. Because you weren't even
Yeah, the
sure if it was
Matrix.
the one that you thought it was.
Exactly. That's why I was so fired up.
Yeah.
Beautiful Matrix, Eric. Yeah, you
You
can
got this
probably pick
one, Eric?
those up for $5.
There's a gold glove.
Oh,
It's
I
numbered
know,
to
and they're
10.
numbered to 10.
Yeah.
Those cards
man.
are. Yeah, I know. I don't even know if I'll ever see one available, and if I do, I'll never ever get it because it's gonna sell for a lot of money.
But it's so cool, man. I love the actual piece of leather in there, you know? Let's see. What else do we got?
I love the shine on these bad boys. Bowman's Best, their old parallel cards. I love how they do the outline of the player and whatever the parallel is of the card.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
like
awesome.
The blue and the red outline.
Yeah.
One's numbered to 50, the other one's numbered to 100. Man, I love cards.
that's why we've been on for 2.5 hours rummaging.
Yeah, we've been on talking about nothing.
We'll answer questions if people have them. I love these. I forgot I had this one.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I got my Topps box right here, so I'm like looking through some of my Topps cards. Here's a Heritage parallel. Before they had before they started doing refractors, they just did the Chrome Heritage.
Oh yeah.
52s. They didn't do the refractor parallel to the Chrome.
Is that one numbered to like 500 and something?
Yeah, it's numbered to 552 because it's from 1952.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
later
they're
on,
still
they
for a lot.
started numbering refractors. To, like the year they started doing the refractors, refractors would have been numbered to 552, and then the chrome ones would have been 1,552. Anyway, that's a cool card.
Who is it? Isn't that obvious? It's...
Who's the oldest between the three of us? Hey, what's up, Mark?
I know I'm the youngest.
Right? Isn't it? I'm kind of in between you guys.
I'm the oldest. I was born in 1972.
77.
79.
Oh
There you go.
man,
Oh,
you guys are youngsters. You guys
Hey,
are
look.
youngsters, and I was born. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, I just say I was born in 72. That's all.
Okay,
Oh,
here's one for all the McGuire collectors. I've been meaning to show you this, Eric, but a lot of people, like hardly anybody knows this. There's two versions of the minor
Burger.
the 86 Burger King card. Look at the fonts here. They're different.
Oh yeah.
So there you go, Eric. There's a little.
Oh, I must have the big font then.
Okay, so you need this one.
Yeah.
I don't have either one of those, so they're both cool to me.
Yeah. So
That's the one I have.
Okay, yeah, you got the bigger one. You need the smaller font. Cool. They're not that hard to find, but it's just cool to have, both versions.
Yeah, especially those early cards, the players like that. It's always fun to have as many variations.
I like them. They came out in '86. So
right?
I have cards from '85 and '86 of Mark McGuire.
Oh man, that is sick, dude.
Yeah, it is. Number
25. Yeah, that's cool.
Another.
I don't have my Hall of Fame box with me. Otherwise, I'd show you the Walker and Martinez.
Oh wow.
The gold parallel.
Yeah.
Oh, you have the Edgar Martinez?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, right on.
I love these triple thread rainbows that they did in the mid 2000s.
Yeah. That's a good looking
We are
card.
totally off topic now, guys, but that's why I love collecting cards, because we can just go on for hours about nothing.
Who's winning what?
Winning so far, Nate, then Aaron.
I don't know what the competition is.
Well, in our contest, you have the most votes right now. In our contest for our lineups. No, you do. You got the most votes. And then I think you're like almost double us. Me and Eric are about tied. I think me and Eric have like 7 or 8 apiece.
Nice.
I'm just
Aaron's not in that. Aaron Davis isn't in that contest.
But maybe he's talking about a different contest. I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway. I just found this top loader is dirty. Don't you hate it when you go through a box and you find like a dirty top loader? Anyways, yeah. I was looking at this card, this silk card that I just got maybe about a month ago.
Yeah. That's real cool. Hey, you know what I got? I think I got this up at the Petaluma shop. No. What's the one, the dugout?
John.
John's the owner.
Yeah.
I got this card there. So this is a piece of a check this out. This is kind of funny. It says it's an authentic game used stadium seat.
So someone sat in it, basically.
Yeah, it is so funny. But I mean, it's a McGuire, so whatever. but this is the kicker. This is the kicker. It's from Three Rivers. Isn't that where the Pirates used to play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why the heck is McGuire on the card?
Did he hit a home run? Like maybe it was from a
You
game.
know, I don't have to.
Oh yeah, huh? Three Rivers Stadium.
Why the heck? Yeah, it says right here, Pittsburgh Three Rivers, the authentic seat piece was obtained. Just so random. I can't remember who was playing for the Pirates in 2002, so who knows? They're like, just put McGuire on it, we'll sell him.
Yeah, that is funny. You would think it would be like Busch Stadium or something like that.
Yeah, exactly, right? But
yeah.
No, that was really random. This is a cool card. This is one of those die-cut cards. Die-cut Easter eggs.
Oh.
Got all the little stars around it.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
Which ones are? What is it? The first 100 that are die cut, or?
I think it's the first 200.
Man,
200 out of 2,000.
How'd you get that thing in a penny sleeve with all those die cuts?
Very carefully.
I would have put that in a magnetic, man. I'd be afraid to put that in a penny sleeve.
Nah, it wasn't that nerve-wracking. You have this one.
One of these just ended last night.
Oh, one of my favorite cards right there. Man, I love those.
Yeah.
Those have the sickest shine.
And this one is in it. This one I had to put a penny sleeve because if you don't put a penny sleeve on the front of it, it sticks to the case.
Yeah.
And so that's why you don't see a lot of shine because there's like it's in a team bag, then in a magnetic with a penny sleeve in front of it, and not just a penny sleeve, the full penny sleeve. It's not in a penny sleeve. The penny sleeve is on top of it. So there's like 4 layers of plastic in front of it, or else it would be like super shiny.
And then you got to put it in the Pro mold because it doesn't fit in an Ultra Pro.
Yeah, the Pro mold, yeah. Yeah, these are tough to find, the old Top Stars.
Oh, yeah.
Galaxy.
Maybe I should grab another.
That's cool.
Oh, wait. What do we got here? Okay, this is funny, guys. You guys are going to laugh. Yeah, that's a good-looking card.
Okay, let's get a good laugh. What are we going to
get a good laugh. Okay, I just showed you that game used stadium seat from Three Rivers. Okay, so now we got a piece of game used wall, also from Three Rivers, with McGuire on it.
Okay. I got the Bonds of that card, and I think it's from Three Rivers as well. But I was like, well, at least Bonds is a Pirate. It's at some point,
Yeah, McGuire had nothing to do. So
he's not even an outfielder.
He hit some warning trackers. How's that? Dude, yeah, that's so random that I don't know where they were going with that.
Well, I think they must have torn down Three Rivers Stadium about that time, and Don Russ said, we'll buy some relics to put in some cards.
I remember,
but they're cool cards. I like them.
Oh,
I like those relic pieces. I should bust out my relic cards because I could show you some unique relic pieces.
Didn't Tanner make Andrew McCutcheon dreadlock or something like that? Tanner Jones?
Yeah.
Had him on.
Yes.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, someone bought the dreadlock at an auction.
He makes it. Tanner, he's really talented. He makes some good cards. Oh yeah, the hot gloves.
I love this card.
Yeah.
It's got the Rawlings on the baseball, right?
Yeah,
that's a baseball relic. Yeah. That's a fun, unique relic piece. Oh man, this one here. You know that EX you were showing, Eric, earlier?
Yeah.
That you were like, oh, I love this base card. Well, that particular year, their essential credentials were they used relics in them.
Oh, okay. For the essential credentials, they did.
Yeah. This one is this is one of the essential credentials, and this one's number 2. I bought this one on COMC, and it was in like some bootlegged slab. I remember when I bought it, numbered to 43.
Oh, okay. You know what?
Yeah, it's.
I remember when you. I think I remember when you got that.
Oh, yeah, it was before you were part of the community, so you were probably just watching videos. Oh yeah.
Oh. Here we go. I love this one. This one's really cool. So we got a piece of DiMaggio bat, and then Mac, Griffey, and Sosa. So I just thought it was cool. I wanted to get it because it was had McGuire and DiMaggio on it. And then luckily King Griffey Jr. is in a Reds uniform, so it was actually affordable.
Nice. Yeah, that always makes it affordable. Here's a fun set. And what I like about this set is cards have a different picture in the background, but this one uses like a game-worn cap.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
And then this one uses a game-worn glove. I think it's a batting glove, not a fielding glove. And then this one is the cleat.
That's cool.
So they use all kinds of, they all use all kinds of unique pieces. This one is a base, and I love how the base is like, you know, has a little bit of wear on it.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's
now,
probably unique to that card.
Do those have a Barry Bonds hologram on them?
No, this is way before Bonds was doing that.
Okay, when did he start doing
that? In 2004. But he only does that on his autographs.
Oh,
he doesn't
okay.
do it on any other cards, just the auto.
Relics too. Got it.
Yeah, and then there's a few pant and jersey relics too, like summer. Whoops. My battery's about to die. Man, we've been on so long, my battery's going to die. So there we go.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows,
cool.
this video will be archived, so it's going to be posted on the channel if you're coming in late.
Man, I hope when someone's watching this archived, I hope they're sorting cards and just watching us show off cards, because that's what I'd like to do. Yeah, when I'm like sorting cards, I like to find long videos.
Right.
Where I used to watch.
Yeah, the longer the better.
When I was sorting cards for a while, I was watching the Ken Burns baseball.
Oh, yeah, I do that too.
Nice.
Eric. I do that too. This is the white artist proof.
Yep.
I got that one.
Nice.
I have the gray too.
Here's another artist proof. I opened a box of 95 Pinnacle. The big hit was a, let's see, what is this? There's another artist proof. Yeah, Pinnacle and Dunrust were probably my my favorite brands from the 90s. I forgot I had this. Oh, you can't even tell the defects here.
Oh, dude, that thing is cool. Those must be tough because I never see those. I never see those, man.
You know what? I'm not sure because I don't look for it anymore.
Yeah, I don't ever remember seeing one of those. I didn't even know they made an artist proof for that card. That's the Going Jake, right?
Yeah.
Oh, here's a card. I didn't even know I had this one. This one's cool. Man, that's what I love about doing a box rummage.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm showing the wrong side. Where do you got there? Remember, you got this, don't you, Nate?
Yeah, mine, Bonds and Albert Bell are on that one.
Okay, this one's got McGriff on it, so that's pretty cool. I like McGriff. Think
That's
Nate
the
was gonna
first
show something.
Mirror Gold.
Yeah, the 95 Mirror. They're really good looking cards, man.
Oh, here's the one I was going to show you guys. I forgot I had this one on my PC.
There you go, Eric. What is it? It's a game used hat?
Game used cap, yeah.
Nice.
They call it tip of the cap.
Oh, okay. I don't have that one, Eric. I need that, believe it or not.
Which one is that? Oh, that, yeah, I got one. Mine is so off-centered. I didn't realize it was off-centered till I got it in the mail.
Yeah, that's a good looking card.
Hey, look what was right in front of it, or right behind, right in the back.
Oh, yeah, Titanic Taters.
Yeah.
Here's a couple of more hat relic cards. Fleer must have got a hold of a bunch of Barry Bonds hats because he's got all kinds of hat relic cards.
Huh.
Hold on, I need to get my Conseco game use syringe card. Sec.
Oh, yes.
Here we go. This is
Oh, man. The Pinnacle Inside Diamond Edition.
yeah.
I don't have any weird cards like that.
Like this
Like
one?
the
This?
game use cleats. Oh, no, I have the year
Oh.
before or the year after, whichever.
The 98.
This, I always thought this card was cool.
Hey, I just showed that card.
Oh, yeah,
Well, you put the camera. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go, Eric.
Oh yeah, that's the one I need.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's at 93 Cooperstown.
But this is actually, believe it or not, this is the tougher one a lot of people don't know about. Because the back of it says promo. Try finding the McGuire.
Wow.
This, man. You try finding the McGuire. That card is like, that card is damn near impossible.
And so it's not Dufex, but it's the promo of the Cooperstown collection.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the deal with the Cooperstown, the Dufex one, is I want to say
That
these
was an
were
All-Star Game giveaway, wasn't it?
I believe it was I think they printed up 1,000 of these and they were going to give them away at the National, but that year the National didn't do so well, and so they had a whole bunch of product left over. They didn't give all these out. So
wow. Love the Clubhouse collection.
oh yeah, I have Eric Chavez like that.
Ah.
Bankruptcy card. This was going to be the Quasar 1-star. Do you have a bonds like this, Nate? The Quasar from the 98 bankruptcy?
No, I don't have any bankruptcy cards. I just I've never been willing to pay the premium for them because you never know if some guy's got like 5,000 of them sitting in a box somewhere.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know.
Here's an odd card here. I always thought this one was odd. So I still can't figure it out. There's a couple of Fleer cards like this. I just can't figure it out.
What can't you figure out?
They look identical, right?
Uh-huh.
One's numbered to 46, and the other one's not numbered.
Do you
I've never
think
bothered doing.
do you think it's possible that the one that's not numbered is a replacement card?
Yep. I think
It
it
might
could
be
be a
possible.
bankruptcy card. Yeah, because Fleer has I have a couple of cards like that from Fleer.
What is this? This
Could
is
have been a
Oh, you know what? I
replacement
think I
card.
know it. Yeah, this one's cool. It says, so you see McGuire in a Cardinals uniform, right? Game used jersey there, numbered to 150. But if
Okay.
you read the back of it, when you read the back, it says that McGuire used this in a official Oakland Athletics baseball game. So I wish they would have put him in an A's
Well,
uniform
he was playing
there.
for the Cardinals.
No, I think this is
Well, you know,
02
back.
or 03, so he was already retired.
Well, guys, we're approaching 2
All right, guys.
hours.
So I was just about to say I gotta get going here pretty soon. So, unless there's like any like one more question we could answer or whatever, or we just wrap it up right now.
Got any questions you see on there, Eric?
No.
Cool.
Well, all right. hopefully people liked our rummage.
Yeah. Well, at least we did. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it was like that, I mean, that's pretty much what it was us hanging out, showing cards and recording it.
If we entertain ourselves, eventually somebody will watch it and be entertained.
Yeah. Oh, but remind
Yeah.
everybody about the contest to go check out. To be sure to vote on Facebook about their contest.
Yeah.
In the Baseball Card Junkies TV Facebook group.
Yep, we are extending.
Guys, when you vote, make sure you vote for these two guys, because if they don't get enough votes, they're going to extend it another 2 weeks.
That's funny.
No, I just
I'm sorry.
the guy hasn't finished. He hasn't run the simulations yet, so I'm just extending it so people
Okay.
can go on there and do some more.
Probably doing that this weekend, huh? Or hopefully.
Yeah,
Hey,
that'll
at
be a
least
good
it's going to
weekend
be
project.
easy to run the randomizer when I win. I mean, I'm only getting 7 votes, so.
There you go, exactly.
Oh, man.
When Omar Vizquel goes 0 for 30 in his 4 games.
Oh boy.
Wow, well, if he goes 0 for 30, that means he gets about 8 at-bats a game, so, you know, my team's gonna win.
That means the rest of the team is hitting really well. Oh, man.
Exactly.
Sorry, 0 for 12. He gets 3 at-bats a game.
Well, that.
Oh man.
Yeah, if your
All
number
right.
if your number 9 guy goes 0 for 30 in a 4-game series, you're probably going to sweep the series.
That's too funny. All right, guys.
All right. Well, it was definitely
All right.
fun hanging out. And everybody that joined us, thank you so much for watching. And as always, Nate.
Until next time, happy collecting.